Well, hello, South Valley Community Church. I got a few brief updates for you. First, we are going to be shooting some outdoor worship videos. And I want you to pay attention to our YouTube channel because we'll be releasing our first one this week. Now, these videos are set to accompany our past sermon series, the visual sermons that we did. So this week will correspond to the Living Water sermon. It's not like you have to go watch the Living Water sermon to watch the other one, but we just wanted to kind of tie those two together because there's a connect. Now, one of the interesting things about this is we are pulling some songs from what we'll call the oldies but goodies category. So incredible worship songs, but songs that you might not have heard for maybe more than a decade. And we're pulling them back because, not just because we think they're good songs, but because they have a theological richness that we think is good and important, and also because it might be a cool surprise to hear a song that you used to love that you kind of forgot about. So this week, pay attention later during the week and see what song we chose as our first one for these worship videos. Two, wanted to remind you that this Thursday at 7:30 we'll be going live with Greg Kokel for a Q&A. Greg Kokel's an author and apologist. He spoke this Sunday for us, and he's agreed to basically jump on live with us, and we'll be discussing not only some things that came up in his sermon, but any questions that you would all have. So if you want to submit a question, you could submit that to Pastor Sam, who hosts Theology Thursdays, at sam@svccchurch.com. You can submit those questions ahead of time by email, or just jump onto YouTube that night and in the chat ask a question. So it could be on the sermon that he talked about, or anything, any really issue that you want Greg to tackle. We'll be trying to answer as many questions of those as we can in the time allotted. And lastly, I wanted to draw your attention to the fact that more and more ministry is taking place outdoors. Now, as long as the weather permits, which the weather's been a bit hot as of late, but as long as it permits, we want to do more and more ministry activities outdoors. And we've sent out some emails. If you didn't get those, please reach out to a campus pastor, go to the webpage and see what you might be missing out on. Because again, we want to do as much ministry as we can outdoors. We've set up tents in both Gilroy and Hollister. Again, Hollister is in a different county than the Gilroy campus, and so there's issues for the Hollister campus that they have to wrestle with being in San Benito County. There's issues that the Gilroy campus has to wrestle with being in Santa Clara County, but we want to do as much as we can. So pay attention, go to the webpage, see what's taking place, stay plugged in, hang in there, and we'll see you soon.